GoPro. I'm just using my phone, which is mounted right on top of my headpiece. Ooh, god dang it. That's one thing about me, man. I'm a 21 speed guy. And this bike has 27 speeds, which throws it all off. And honestly, I can get by with 14 speeds, but I think, if I'm honest with myself, that would make me gay. Did I ever tell you about this weird idea? People went to turn the TV on, and their TVs were fine, but there was no NBC, or CBS, or other network television, no PBS, nothing. Well, then they turned their satellite systems on. You know, the Joneses next door. They got HughesNet, or Dish, or whatever. Or they got Cox. Those are satellite ones, that's right. So either satellite or land, doesn't matter. Where's my HBO? And it's gone. Now, what would happen? Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you what I think would happen. But people would be texting like crazy. They'd be like, oh my God, all TV and cable is down. Nationwide. Of course, they'll be saying worldwide, right? Worldwide, even on Mars. And they'll walk up the street, a couple houses, and maybe knock on a door and be like, hey, buddy. And before they can even say it, they'd be like, I know what you're going to say. Your TV's out. Yeah. I know. TV's out. It's right. Yeah, it's all over the nation. Don't worry. It's only going to be this weekend. Yeah. You'll come back on Monday. And in the meantime, why don't you come over and we'll have dinner? We can throw some billiard balls around and juggle and trade wives. Whatever it is you do in your custom here, all the way here in 2 doors down from where I come from, Kimosabi. Okay, now so why am I talking about this? Why is that important? Well, because now's the time. We need it. See, we got a problem. We got a totally scripted drama. You've heard the term flip the script? How are we going to flip the script? At this point, I'm just basically circling inside the perimeter parking lot of a Catholic church campus, one in which I live by that's very nice, actually, and quite convenient for these purposes. Along with the bizarre, just, you know, the public's speculation of this, that, and the other, of how Q's doing it. He did it. We're done. It's over. I was right. The world's been saved. Trump, of course, is anointed as the savior, which, you know, could be that could actually happen. That could be part of the drama of the real situation. Literally, I have no freaking idea. I'm not. This is not a way of me. I'm not trying to sneak in a besmirching of Q or something. I really am not. What are you saying to me, boy? The whole fucking thing's out? Oh my God, you've got to tell me. Well, sir, what we can do is we can do a blitzkrieg on the internet. Well, see, this is what's going to happen. The media companies will be acutely hurt by this. It's too much of a loss, because let me ask you this. Here's the question. When's the last time the United States has ever had a media outage of this type? It's never happened. And think about this. When you need something like this to happen, when you need to be able to get away from the frickin'... I don't need to see Stephen Colbert right now. I need to focus on the critical issue at hand. For instance, 9/11 or something. When 9/11 happened, media just went, all right, we're going full time. We're live, 24 hours, constant fear and propaganda. We're going to take advantage of this crisis. This is the key, the most important part of this all, is this. What do we do with this grand opportunity, and why is it important to do it now? All right, so we have this crazy crap going on. We have, I would suggest that the DNC currently, and it is at present August of 2020. This is Baba Wawa, and it is 2020. It certainly is. I never expected it would come to pass, but it really is. A world of 2020 bullshit. It's bad. We have a crisis in a sense because I haven't ever noticed this type of bizarre, crazed, I mean literally crazed, uniformly insane. You know, it's like a cult has taken shape that isn't even connected by any visible threads. The best analysts could see this, and if they were to be truthful, I think admit that there appears to be some kind of psychic connection or some type of indeterminate bond that is occurring here. And I'll tell you what I think it is real briefly, and I think it's just basically the case for belonging. It's like, you know, do not be on the wrong end of society. You don't want to be marched into the town square because you've broken a taboo, which I do. I break taboos, but because I've done it before, it doesn't trouble me as much as most people. So I think they know. It's like, do not go against the grain or you will lose everything. And your belonging, right? I mean, just the ability to fit into a society is, for most people, really an issue. And it is for me, too. But I at least have the understanding, by example, that it doesn't absolutely require that we are complicit and agree with every single one. Because how can you do that anyway? So the agreement has actually gotten so extreme because it's like, yeah, I agree with that. And they're like, yeah, and we should punch everyone in the face, too. And punch even babies. As long as they are wearing red, supporting Trump, punch the baby face. Yeah, you know, because you can't back down then. So here's the thing. This 2 days of media silence, and call it neighborly bonding, right? And this will occur between even people on both sides of the divide, and even angry people. You might find some straight-up skinhead. Actually, I don't have beef with skinheads because I've seen so many skinheads who are all like, I just give a shit. I just don't give a shit. I don't care what you think about me. But if you want to hang out, whatever. You find out I'm pretty cool, and then they do, and they're like, yeah, he was right. It's really bizarre, especially the women, and, you know, they're so respectful of everybody, and most respectful of their husbands and other men in the community. But anyway, so skinheads and, you know, straight-up BLM local organizers will meet. I would suggest it's not going to be the norm, but this is when we decide together that, yeah, we can do this. And what's one way in which we can, let's say, take action that will be, that will require that we do this in a way that can't be subverted by the media. And here's what I think would be a good suggestion. We might form a U.S. coalition that is entirely based on people who are chosen by, you know, means like lottery or something. And believe me, let me tell you this, there are going to be libertarians out there that on that weekend upcoming. These guys are going to be on fire with willingness to participate and to help. And they're going to be good. I mean, I'm talking like Ron Paul will finally be able to sit upon the throne that was built for him. The man who cares enough to work through the week and not feel that he has to take vacations and pocket money on the backside and work deals and betray us. I have a very strong feeling that Ron Paul is not about that he's authentic. What are you going to decide? Well, the major thing might be, well, one of two, I suggest, would be, what do we do about money? I think there may be a slight silent hooray in the background right now when I said that. I can't hear it exactly because it's a little loud, but I sensed it. I sensed people went, yeah! Hell yeah. In other words, fuck the Fed. Because you know what we're doing is we're buying our money at interest. And really money has been there as an example of how you do this for a very long time. Both silver and gold, as well as other technologies like this blockchain, Bitcoin-like conceptual virtual money, which, by the way, look, don't beat me up. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's different, and it might just be the key to solving an issue like this. But at minimum, we could potentially say we're going to create this citizen commission and demand simply take control so that we can, on this one issue, eliminate the Federal Reserve, which would leave us to print our own currency for our own nation. And mind you, I'm not suggesting that we have a global currency. Not at all. That would be very foolish, in my opinion. That can be overruled. But like I say, foolish, and the best way to handle this would simply be to have nations print their own currency and to be somewhat, let's call it, free from rampant runaway inflation, at least for very, very long stretches of time, while there is no paying of interest that can never actually be paid in full. All the principal. Why is there interest in principal at all when all we're doing is we're just establishing the currency for our country?